I'll show you a wee close-up, but it's not the finished article. There will be decals going on this. Hi everyone, welcome back to Limitless Sea Fishing Channel. So the purpose of this video today is we're down. I've got an exciting new prototype there to come and try out, and obviously I'm going to show you guys. But before that, I'd just like to address a few things from the Limitless point of view, where we're at, where we're going, what new exciting products are coming out. So we'll just crack into it straight away. We are looking, obviously, for those of you that don't know, obviously Arran passed away. It's been a massive hit to us because he was such an influential character to the team. So it's a massive loss. Every one of us is truly gutted. Obviously we're still here, and Arran put a lot of time and effort into products, and likes of this blank that I'm about to show you now, that was his baby, if you like. So he will be sorely missed by the whole team, but in his memory we're ever determined to keep pushing on and keep bringing products out. Every team member has an input on all this stuff. We try it, we test it, and we're just going to go down the line of keep pushing Limitless, basically for Arran. So that's what we're going to do with that. Loads of exciting stuff coming out from this new rod, Conti rods, new bits and pieces for tackle, like for your terminal stuff. So yeah, there's ever amount of ideas. We're looking also, the main focus on our part is we're not looking to push the profit side too much. Obviously it's going to be, yeah, it's fantastic, we're doing well, but we're going to do a lot of charity work for things like, I don't know if you guys have heard it, but it's going to be like tackling mines, which is for mental health and various other things. Try and support people where we can. That's our motto moving forward. And if you haven't heard, we've already started on getting some juniors. We've got a junior team now full of fantastic little anglers, may I add. Great bunch, absolutely great. I'm in charge of the chat, and I can see all the little talk, like the fishing talk between them, and it's lovely to see, because that's what we're in it for, to bring on young talent, up and coming, which the sport needs. Everybody will agree with that. Yeah, so it's fantastic to get them all involved. And after that, we are obviously, with this new rod, gonna bring out some brand new tackle and stuff like that, so just keep an eye out for it. Yep, you'll be impressed with some of the stuff that's coming out, and if you haven't tried the gear, get on and try it. And if you can, if you want to see more of these videos, so a lot of the team boys will start taking part in like doing videos and stuff like that for you guys. So if there's any questions you want answered, and where we can, we'll try and help as much as we can. Like I say, we've got a great team, loads of nice guys in our team, a circle that we can trust, and we just head on from there. So the next step, I'm going to get this rod out, and then I'll do a wee talk on it. Obviously give it I've been testing it for, I don't know, probably I would say a month now. The early signs are good, so what I'll do is I'll get it unwrapped, get it set up, and then I'll come back to you, and then we'll talk you through the rod, and we'll have a few casts and see if we can get a couple of fish out with it. So I've got the rod here. This is, well, the name is not fully confirmed yet, but I'll talk you through the blank. So straight away, the rod's, well, it's close to 2 equal sections. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I'll just step back, you can see it. So it's close to 2 equal sections. Obviously we've got the reverse spigot, which is obviously protruding a wee bit. So it comes to 1410, the rod. So it's full carbon. Now the weight class on this, now I would say probably 5 to 7, but it'll do 8 ounce. It casts 8 ounce without a problem. It's a really good blank. So starting off at the bottom, put the tip section down. Obviously we've got our butt cap, then we've got our Japanese shrink wrap, and then obviously we come up into our decal, which obviously I'll show you a wee close up, but it's not the finished article. There will be decals going on this this blank, which again, may I add, was Arran that created this blank, obviously sadly before he passed away. So I would say that we're more than likely to name this rod after him. So obviously, again, like I said, the decal will change. Then we go into the spigot area, which again has got the shrink wrap for nice and easy pull. It's got a lovely tight fitting spigot on it. It's really nice fit. We've got that Japanese shrink tube in either side. Obviously for days like this, when it's wet, you can get a nice easy pull. You can hear how beautiful a fit that is. Moving up the rod again, obviously we've got our guides. The guides are American tackle company Tyfords Air SS black guides. These will be fitted standard on every Limitless rod, if not before, but from now on. So yeah, like I say, and then we've got the tip section, which is obviously this rod was built by a good friend of mine, Roscoe Mackay, who builds a super rod. So our blanks, a lot of our blanks go to Roscoe, and we have an in-house builder as well. A lot of you will know Roscoe and hit the quality of his work. It's second to none. Possibly one of the best builders in the UK by a country mile. So then we finish the tip section off. Now these are high built over. Now that's just Mighty Bright. It's a lovely way to finish off the rod. And obviously if you're getting your rod built to suit your standard, then you're looking, some people have 2, some people have 3. I mean, that's a choice that you can make, but our standard builds probably will just have the 2. So moving into the rod itself, it's got a real powerful butt section. As you can see, like, there's a lot of power in this. So it's got a nice bit of give. The midsection's got, again, is really powerful. It's strong. I'd say, well, you're looking at like it's a C-curve action when you're casting it. It's a very go-to friendly rod for even people coming into the sport. It's forgiving on casts, you know what I mean? So again, like I say, the tip section, it's got a lovely, let me just jam that in before I fall on my arse. Right, it's got a lovely tip, and it's got a beautiful fishing tip as well. So bite detection, sitting in the tide, it sits really well on the tide. Some rods you can find when you put a nice, like you put a bigger lead on, the tip will bounce. This doesn't, it just stays lovely and solid, which is what I like in a rod. Yeah, and it can throw a lead, as I'll show you on the video. Obviously I've added extra grip. It comes with a sliding reel seat as well. Yeah, it's a beautiful finish. I'll just show you the finish. Again, Roscoe, a bit of promotion here, but there you are. And there's your, get stuck in the trees, he'll kill me for that. And there's your finished grey and black. Beautiful blank. And like I say, it'll be coming very soon to the range. Price, we haven't talked about prices or anything like that yet. We're just still putting plenty of rigorous testing into it. Obviously it's probably going to sit in one of our most expensive blanks, to be brutally honest. It's a real lovely designed rod. Arran's worked a treat on this one, so look out for this one in the near future. Let's get a wee bit, let's see if I can get it all set up and see if we can get a fish out. Today's conditions, the waters, we're on an area local to me, which is Sennick Bay. It's full of thornback rays in this bay, and just see the boat sitting out there. So what I'll do is I'll get set up, hopefully we'll get a few rays out. It's just a smaller tide, the water's nice and brown, and I've come to this mark today obviously to get out of the wind, and I've got a nice big backdrop behind me, all the trees, just shelter, a bit of shelter. So I'll get set up and we'll see if we can get a fish out. Guys, quick talk through the rig. It's nothing difficult. It's just a pulley pennel rig, short, probably 2.5 foot. Just use a 6 ounce lead, again, straight onto a splashdown on the rig body. I think that's about 70 or 80 pound. We've got a bead, Limitless SS swivel, another bead, another Limitless swivel, then onto a snood, which is 50 pounds, that snood. Then we have an ultra point or an Ultra XT, and that there is a 5.0 octopus peak, and that there is a 3.0 Ultra XT. Like I say, I've just chucked some short pulleys in. I'm getting my stuff all sorted out for the EOBC, so as you can imagine, gears all over the place. So I just brought some spare rigs that I wasn't going to be taking. So I'm going to get baited up. I'll probably end up just using anything works in here that I've got with me today. Let me just dig it out. I've got some veterans launce. Look at the size of that. That is a mammoth launce. Again, veterans, best of the best. Look at the size of those. I should probably just have brought them for bait today, that's all I needed, to be fair. But silly me, as you do, always bring too much bait. I've got veterans blues, which I've bust the pack, spot on. Then I've got veterans wings, just brought a wee bit of wingage for just to tip off baits, cracking stuff. They're huge wings, best wings I've ever had by a country mile. And then I've got my veterans black lug, which I pumped. Don't know how that works, but there you are. These are quality. I've showed these worms to a lot of people, and I don't think there's anywhere that'll match them, to be brutally honest. The best of the best. I'll throw paper away, I'll get condemned. Double wrapped, obviously, just in case. Stop the freezer burn. And find the sellotape. Dig one out. Jesus Christ, Adam, you triple wrapped them. Fucking hell. Oh, this is like that birthday party game. There we go. Get this quality of them. You ain't getting any better than that. Not to just stick this to it. That's the quality of worms you're getting. Oh, listen, that's not even a full one either. But they're banging baits. The way I do mine, a wee bit of sawdust to dry them out. That's the best way. I've tried every single way to do the blacks. The best way for me is to dry them out with on a bed of sawdust, but give them a good few hours, and then as you rattle them up, just put a wee sprinkle on each one, and they come out beautiful. So they do. Perfect for fishing. Wee tip of the day for you. Right, so I'm going to get bait up and then get a chuck out and see if we can get a fish out. Get the braces up. So this is the idea. Quick, simple bait up. On this one I'm going to use a strip of blue and just a bit of black lug to match it. So all you do is just cut that off. Cut the black in half, as such. You can bind it together, you can do it a few ways. Basically just bind the two together, make up a wee kind of nice slimline parcel if you like. With your elastic, you can all see. Pretty simple stuff, everybody does it. It's nice and slimlined, not too much elastic, as long as it's not going to fall to bits when you cast it. It's brand new. And like I say, any baits for rays in the Solway, they'll eat anything, to be fair, especially in the winter. There seems to be an abundance of them and they stay all year round. So once you've wrapped it, you've got a nice wee sausage if you like, all I do is just loop it round, loop, swoop and pull. That's what I do, it just hitches it on. Do that a couple of times, loop, swoop and pull, and it'll hitch. There you are. Boom. Right, take your hook, your main hook, just clip it through the top, nice and easy. Look, it's so easy. Through, like that, pull down through. Just make sure and give yourself a wee bit on the pedal hook, slide that away up out the road. And then again, you're just nicking it through the skin near the bottom. Make sure that your hook is protruding beautifully, so that when the fish comes along, sits on top, it's not just going to mouth a bait with a hook inside it, it's going to pick that up, and the first point is the hook. So then take your elastic again, and what do is just hold your thumb tight on the eye of the hook, because that's your point where you want. If you're pressing it a wee bit, you're pushing it into the bait and it'll lock it in place. Just do a wee bit around the eye, come down to the bottom of the hook. I do like to do a couple of like weird things with mine, but there you are. Just to keep it nice in place, so when that fish does come and sit on top, it's going to pick up the hook. Then just follow it all the way back up to the top. I've said didn't put a lot of elastic on, but I've just went and contradicted what I've said. But there's not too much elastic on this, that'll be fine. Doesn't matter to the Raymonds. They're hardcore. Right, so now we've done that again, just loop, swoop and pull, hitch it on. And then your pennel hook, just bring the pennel down, like so. You can wrap, I just wrap a couple of times, pop it through and make sure again that that's protruding nicely as well. Get a wee pull, not too much. And then what I do is I use a sequin to hold it in place to stop the pennel hook riding up with the bait stop pulled down in behind it. And there you are, perfect, minus the grass. Little parcel for a thorny. They'll pick that up. Now baits like that will do for every, well, most fish to be fair, but that's what you want. So it's sitting on the bottom, perfect. You know, it'll roll around on the bottom as well. It'll always stay beautiful for a ray to come and sit on top of that. That's all you need to do. So It's all clipped up nice and tight behind the lead. Get it sitting right. There you are, nice and tight in behind the lead. And that's what you're after. Get it out there, see what's about. Right, back. Just going to get a chuck out now. So today, again, we're just using the prototype rod that we've been through. Obviously, it's got a blue 7HT on there. This will be Limitless shot leader. And in here we have this pink Limitless £20 Endurer. Fantastic line. I've already tried it, get onto it. I've put a few boys onto that line now, and it's cracking, it doesn't disappoint. So let's get a chuck out, see how this goes. It is new line, I'll probably bird's nest it, but let's give it a crack. Watch this. Can't ask better than that for the first cast, can you? That's it all set up. Oh, it's getting tight, that lovely tip. Sitting beautiful on that tide. Look at it, just waiting. Primed for a nice fish to just come along and lift it out. Come on the fish. There you go. Don't know if you can see that. Go behind and move a wee bit. See if you can see the boat in the background there. Just a wee look. Oh no, you can't because that block. No, you should be able to see it. A lot of colour in the water today, so hopefully we're hopeful. Fish will come in and pick it up. See, the rays are normally no far away around about this area. Again, just falling in love with this rod every time I'm using it at the minute. It's a lovely rod to cast. And that was a 6-ounce lead from the first cast, and it just casts so sweet. So it's got a bit of movement there. Yeah, like I was saying, 6 ounce, 5 to 7, 8 ounces, no problem with this rod at all. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit. Arran's really did a fantastic job on it. He really has. I don't know if we've got a wee bit of interest there. Looks like it. Imagine the ground out here is just like a big mud. You can't really walk on it, it's really just full of mud. Obviously the rays are just ever prevalent everywhere now, but in this bay they tend to sit, just come up on this thrashing floor, and I think what the boats are doing is dumping queenie shells and all sorts of bits and bobs of bait, and they're just feasting on it. It's a lovely wee bit to get out of the wind as well. Years ago we used to get some really, before my time again, but I even coming down here with my old boy, we used to get loads of lovely cod in this bay, especially when the swell was blowing, pushing up the bay. I used to get some crackers, but these days are few and far between now. Although saying that, there's nobody fishing it, so you just don't know, do you? It's a hard one in this place. Sometimes what they'll do is just sit on the bait, but I'll give it a bit of time and then I'll bring that one in. Normally every 15 to 20 minutes I'll change up. So this bait, the next bait I'm going to go is for sectional lawns, and obviously I'll bind a bit of black lug on the side of it. So well, hopefully Mr. Ray picks up and moves. Up there anyway. Should be. Don't know if you can check out the boats are just coming in, they're waiting for the tide to get up to a certain height before they come in. But they're on their way in. dumping all their shells into the bay before they come in. Feeding frenzy. This place, surprisingly or not, produces quite a lot of nicer rays. I've seen up to 14 pounds coming out of this stretch of the bay, which is a really nice thornback ray, to be fair. It's a good one. If you want one, you want them in the doubles. A bit more exciting than the wee ones all the time. But a fish is a fish at the end of the day. You really think there's 20-mile-an-hour wind and then gusting higher than that where we are at Flat Cam, but it's just because of the trees. Plenty of colour in the water as well, which I like to see. Down this bay, a lot of colour actually. On a hook. Right, where'd that flat log go? There it is. Just what I want to do is pick the grass off it. It's not really bring it on there. Just lay it on the side or the back. Wherever you lay it, as long as you've got a plenty hook still showing, we're good. Right, and then just a pennel hook, which is again an octopus beak, cracking. Normally I switch between them and catfish, to be honest. I still haven't figured out which ones are my favourite. I think I'm edging towards the Limitless catfish hooks, to be fair. The octopus beaks are still a really spot on hook. I say spot on, immense. Another nice bait there. That's what you want. That's the bang. Now leads. A local boy, a local friend of mine makes these legs, Gareth Black. I think he charges like £1 each. I think he does Namex ones as well, 5, 6, 7s, I think even 8s. So if you want any leads, drop him a message, and he's really quick, and they're all solid, like no loose bits, perfect. Get in contact with him, I think he's on, I think he's got a page on Facebook. Bang. Lovely.
Lovely.
Give that another 5 and then we'll see what's going on. Now we've got a wee knock, so let's see what's going on. If we can get a flash. Annoying white. Go. Small male. Got the rod set up. Lovely job. Right. Small male thornback. Yeah, you're lucky if it's a couple of pound, 2.5 pound. Tide's coming from right to left, so we'll bring it up tide. Let's get to the far again. Just a nice steady wee cast. Steady wee cast. Right, and guys, I think we've got another bite, just cast it. So I'm just got to pan you in a wee bit off the rod while I get another rig made up. Little male, first fish, slimy, but I'll get him back. Welcome, puts the blank off at least. Let's see if we can get a bigger one. Put another hook on. Maybe the Ultra XTs. That's a 4.0. Lovely hooks. I don't know if you can see it because of the light. Maybe that way you can. But these are phenomenal hooks. So if you haven't tried them, give them a try. Come in spot on little boxes as well. I think these come in packets of 10 and boxes of 20. Reasonably priced as well, not like gonna kill the bank account. Smashing hooks, and obviously if you're fishing for rays, these are the type you'll want, these kind of hooks. Nice and strong, keep the sharp hook, nice wider gate. Let's tie another hook on this was. Oh, that's a better fish, look at that! Yeah, that's what we're after. Pull down there. Lovely. What have we got here? That's a better fish. There we go. Let's take the hook out down there. Another one. Another thorny. Female. Probably, I don't know, maybe in the 4 or 5 pounds maybe. Getting bigger. So they are. They are a lovely fish, to be fair. We never used to get them here, so go and swipe me. Lovely, eh? Let's get them back, or her back. Right guys, we're getting all in chucked out. So that we can see it. 6 ounce bluey bait, black lug. This one's a 2.5 foot rig, pulley rig. So let's get whacked out. Stretch the line a couple of casts now, so let's be careful and release the mags a wee bit now. Get it smashed out there. Another fish out, another thorny, probably a wee bit bigger, this one's a bit bigger. Didn't even move, just sat on the side, sat on the sand, wasn't for moving at all, so we've got grass all over. Another one in. It's just starting to rain, so nice fish. There you go, get a slip back. Get another trace on. Already got one prepared, which is wrapped itself around my tripod leg. You basil. on in there. Boosh. Right, so this time we're just going to go for straight black lug. Pop. Sorry, I've got the light in. I'm losing light rapidly. It's all clipped up, bang. Good to go. Let's get her out, see if we can get another one. There she goes. Out, as they say. Right everybody, that's me. Another one out. Probably at about £4, another female on black lug. Just sat on the bait, didn't move. Just when I brought it in, it was just a dead weight. I'll get it back. It's quite a powerful one, this one. Tails up. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another hour. It's probably getting too dark to film. Sick of that light in my face. So if you like the videos and you want to see more stuff, just like and subscribe, and you can see all the latest stuff that's coming out, new products, rods, all that kind of stuff, clothing, everything that we've got coming out. We've got loads of stuff coming, so it's a way to keep in touch with it all. We'll do product reviews. I won't be the only one, there'll be other boys jumping on. Over this. Look at the water coming in. Anyway, so there'll be other boys doing videos, but I'll sign out for now and hopefully see you on the next video. Tight lines.